Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Philly Ron of MUTtips. I appreciate you guys coming through to check out this video. This is a recap of our live stream from the other day where we started dealing with offense in the red zone. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment underneath as we continue on with this series. All right, so what I'm going to do here is always set up two controllers. Formation is going to be let's go concept first. Quick pass, no. Scat, no. We need levels. Down here you should be running a lot of levels. Alright, so let's look at all the levels. Really is only one. Gun tray with Y flex. Okay, so let's run this versus 4-4, cover 2. Cover 2 invert, cover 3 match. Cover 3. There's no set cover 2. We got to do invert. I don't like that. I don't like that because that's not a true cover 2. I don't like that. I might have to switch out of this. Hold on one second. I just got to... I want to look at the whole playbook then. Is it possible for me to look at the whole playbook? Can I get, let me see something here. Let me just see one thing real quick. I think they all might be the same. I think they all might be cover 2 invert. Damn it. All right, well, we'll just run it as is. What's going on? Oh, I didn't say, you're not going to let me call the play? Nope, this isn't good practice. It's not good practice. So, again, what we need to do, hey, what's up? How do you say your name? Madasa? 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 Masa. I'm going to call you Masa. I'm going to call you that. And again, I appreciate all you guys for coming through. We've been on for almost an hour. Probably won't take up too much of your time, but I used to do these videos called, they were really just under my MUTtips, but it was called, and it was titled Perfect Practice Makes Perfect. Because a lot of people say practice makes perfect, and that's a lie. Perfect practice makes perfect. So we're going to try it like the 7, because this is really a problem area. You just had a big play. Unfortunately, you didn't get into the end zone. You just outside of the end zone. And everything gets tight down here. What are you going to do? And you see it. Look how tight these zones are. Look how tight these zones are. There's no open spot in this field. So we have to practice in the red zone so that we're not panicky or anxious making reads when we're down in this area. So let's just run the play as is. I'm going to see how fast it takes the defense to get to the quarterback, just to get an initial play clock in my head as to how much time we'll have. All right, so I'm not doing anything right now. All right, about 5 seconds. You know you're not going to get that versus a human because someone's sending pressure. But if they send pressure, they're going to leave us something. So let's take a look at it real quick. So we got the middle of the field immediately. Why? Because in cover 2 invert, the corners are playing deep halves, and the safety and everybody else down is running to the hook zones. So even though actually it's kind of a setup because it looks like they're open, but they're not. So what you should do is run some type of quick inside breaking route here. So he's going to follow him. There is nothing open backside. So we're just going to look at the left side of the field right now. Just so everybody's on the same page. Left side of the field, even though we have 3 routes over here, and our eyes will tell us to look to these reads first because we have a numbers advantage, but that would be a mistake. Because nothing's open. Essentially, this guy, 80, Crowder, should be open. But because of the stacking of those 2 linebackers in that safety or that corner there, you can't make that throw. And you're about to get killed. And I would almost be scared to throw this. Who's this, Garcon? I'll be scared to throw Garcon the ball because of how fast that linebacker's coming down. Look how fast he charges down. Him right here. Look at how fast he comes down. You throw this ball, he's attacking that ball. All right. So let's just see. Let's just see what will happen if we throw it to Garcon. All right, we're gonna go to Garcon. We saw what the defense just did. So we got a shot, but that gives us to the 2. We got to get into the end zone. Excuse me, didn't mean to cough at you guys. So Crowder's off the line. D-Jack is on the line. Let's take Crowder and put him on the slant. Let's see if that clears out any back. So that makes, hold on. That froze the linebacker. So we're going to put D-Jack on the slant. And hopefully that opens up Crowder. It didn't. But it opened this up. Okay. So I'm trying to freeze this. We put Crowder on. The linebacker sat. And didn't let us go to DJ. Look how he sat on both of them. Okay. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let's look. Let's look. Or another thing, do we even want to be in gun down here? I mean, everybody runs gun. Do we want to be in gun down here? We got the slant coming from coming from Crowder. So if we hit this immediately, I wonder if we can use that as like a screen. We can just, no, that's real life we would do that. This game probably won't let us do that. Because I would hit him right here. Just like when we throw out routes, like right before they break, and it gives us all that space. Let me try. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let's just see what happened. Crowder. This is so deceiving. Almost. That's a little too tight though, because if someone is using this and holding that Y button, they might get that interception. So that's not really that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work. We gotta find something that's gonna work in the red zone. Well, I can't get my play art. There we go. Work in the red zone. So, Mr. Kelly, you gonna help us out here? Let's see what Kelly can help us. Kelly, can you help us? No, you can't. I gotta move that linebacker. We're gonna get this linebacker out of here. But no one's gonna follow him because they are in zone. That's what we're gonna do right there. That's the move. His route stays. You got to do it right away. You got to do it right away. They won't let me get to Kelly, to Fat Rob fast enough. Let me get you. Let me get you. Hike throw. Oh, come on. Right away. Would you mind giving a shout out to my sons that are watching with me right now? Their name is Dylan and Colton. Yeah, ain't no problem. Dylan and Colton, what's up? Got an awesome dad. He's sitting here letting you watch Madden. I don't know where y'all from, but if you're on the East Coast, it's 10 o'clock. You need to be in bed. You need to tell your dad thanks for letting you stay up. And appreciate all you guys, the whole household of men watching me. I like that. I like that route right there. Honestly, I really like that. That's like that could be a problem. No one covers him. The corner can't cover him because it's covered to invert. So that's what that might be. Look at that. And he drags his feet. Fat Rob with the drag. Fat Rob. You know what? That might be the move. That might be the move. So what can we send behind that now? So we send him out there. They're going to have to come down. If they come down, we bang them all day with that tight end right there. That's the move. That's the move. We don't got to change up the play. We quick motion out. Let them set. And it's a sideline. It's a toe tap. And it's a toe tap. So this is so Dylan and Colton. Since you guys are young men, this right here is video game. This isn't real football. This scheme this what I'm showing isn't real football. All right. So in real football, the concept that I'm showing is called levels. All right. And this is what levels is supposed to do. I'm going to show you exactly what this is supposed to do. So this is the play as it is. And we're going to go through it. I'm just going to let you, I can't really show it the way that it's supposed to because the play art won't show up. But what I'll tell you is this. This is what we'll do. We'll go over here. Instant replay. So here's how it's supposed to happen. In real football, and this is for everybody, in real football, levels essentially is you want to attack the front and the back sides of you want to attack the front and the back side of the end zone. All right. Or if you're on if you're first and 10 or whatever, you're basically attacking just behind the line of scrimmage and a couple yards past that. And the reason why you're doing that is to force the different level linebackers or the linebacker in the corner. These are the levels. You see 3 levels to a defense, right? Your line, your linebacker, which is the second level, and your secondary, which is the last level of the defense. So by dragging a person across it, what you're supposed to do is be able to, let's say we get 52. If 52 says, oh my God, that's D-Jack, I got to come up, that means he's going to leave a hole open for Crowder. That's what's supposed to happen. That's how it works in real life. All right. So when you see college football, and you'll see this a lot, who does it a lot? Urban Meyer did it a lot. I studied him when he was at, I believe it was University of Kentucky before he even went to Florida, or Kansas before he went to Florida. But I studied the offense there, the spread offense, and the different ways to attack the different areas. And levels was something that most teams use in the red zone area. So that's what you want to do. You want to call plays that have dual routes or parallel routes that attack different levels. So another concept that you could use is parallel slants. You're attacking 2 levels. So that's an option that we could run down here as well. But again, and you see everywhere we're looking at here, let's train our eyes to the right side. So again, I know it's more than just the young boys in here, but I want you to look at this, and it is most important for you guys, for the younger generation, because the quicker that you can understand, you can start thinking football instead of just playing, the better athlete you'll become. It's a mental thing. Everybody who plays the game is talented enough or works hard enough to physically be able to do what they need to do. But there's a lot of people who don't understand. There's a lot of pros who don't understand the game of football, the different concepts behind it. I've trained some NFL players on how to play Madden because they were just responsible for their position, and that's all they worried about. So they didn't read or they didn't study the entire defense that they were in the pros, because they were just worried about their position. But you'll see exceptional defensive players. Those are the players, those players that you see who are Hall of Fame players or all pro level players in the secondary or at the linebacker level. They're that way because they understand where everybody is supposed to be on the defense. Same thing that you have with your Aaron Rodgers as quarterback, or your Peyton Mannings, or your Drew Brees, your Tom Brady's. Those guys understand where everybody is supposed to be and how they move and know how to attack it as they move. So let's look at the right side of the field. We're only going to look at this side. And you see A is hitting the back of the end zone, and Rob Kelly is hitting the front of the end zone. So if one comes down, well, so is Utah. Okay, well, it's Utah. So if one comes down to play the front, it's going to leave the back open. And if they sit in the back, it's going to leave the front open. All right, it's real easy. The left side is a numbers game. That's all that is. Where do we have a numbers advantage? If we have a numbers advantage, we should look to that side. But the way that this defense is set up is going to take advantage of that. That's what defenses are supposed to do. We're supposed to show you one thing, but actually be doing something different. So this defense is saying, hey, why isn't covered hot, hot, hot? Or you'll see quarterback tap his helmet, or a receiver will point to the ground, the quarterback will look over, and that's all they need to do. He'll know to throw that hot over there. So, or they actually call it sight adjustments. So this receiver, Crowder right there, he should just be on a straight go, right? And we'll just, right at the height, just bomb it to him, right? Because there's nobody essentially there to cover him. But that corner's going to drop off, and if that corner drops off and we put him on a streak, well, shit. I'm sorry, boys, I didn't mean to cuss, but he got it. So that could be another move that we can do. We see this, we go uncovered. We go here. So now we got two options. Which one are you going to cover? You're going to give us the toe tap, or you're going to give us the streak? You're going to give us the streak. We'll take the toe tap here. Toe tap for the touchdown. Let's come back. So we got the toe tap touchdown. We got the streak. This is versus cover 2 invert. All right. Toe tap and streak. All right. Simple. All right, so that works against the 4-4 cover 2 invert. Is that all we're going to test this against before we actually take this to the field? No, that would be inappropriate. That would be unprofessional. That wouldn't be becoming of the MUT mob. The MUT mob doesn't make excuses. We know our opponents won't come out in just one play. So we're going to go and call cover 2 in another formation. A lot of people like running 3-4 odd. Cover 2. Let's go set it up. They don't run just cover 2. They run Tampa 2. Let's see how many different cover 2s we have out here. Let's just give them the Tampa 2 real quick. So Tampa 2, which is traditional cover 2. We're going to go back to what we just had. It was gun. Where is it at? Because it was just a tight end. It was this. Trips offset. Where's our play? Curl flat? No, it's not curl flat. Verticals? It's not verticals. It was levels. Where's our play at? This isn't the right one because D-Jack was on the line in the tight end side. So let's keep moving until we find it. Come on, give us our play. And we just saw the daggone play. Here it is. Tray wide flex. Tray wide flex levels. Right here. A. Level cell. What's up, my man? FaZe Nation, what's good with you? Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. So what do we see now? Now we don't see a hot because we see them covered. We see everybody covered. All right. So what do we do when we go with everybody covered? Let's still run our same setup. Let's see what it does. We get him to move out, so we know the corner is responsible for either man or he is in the zone over top. So we may have space for Reed. We're going to do our same thing that we just previously did, and then we're just going to let the play run. All right? See what happens. That was too tight. No problem, though. Let's go take a look at it real quick. We can throw as many interceptions as we want in practice mode because it's not the game. Reed gets bumped. All right, we're going to run it as is, and we're just going to motion out the running back because our opponents don't have to know. But if we suspect cover 2 invert, we know what to do. That's contested. That's too contested. I don't like that. Don't like that. So this is what we're going to run into more often than not. 3-4 odd or 4-3 over, or is it 4-3 over? 4-3 over, I think. I need him to run faster than that. Come on, man. I want you to be at the end zone. No, I don't need you that far back. At the end zone. Come on, smart route. There we go. That's where I need you. Too tight. What about dragging Kelly to the left after you put him in motion? That's an option. So drag him to the left as we put him in motion. But that corner is not going to chase because the corner's in zone. So let's look at this. We got to get. And then here is what may be another problem with the red zone for us. Because this formation is spread out so far, this could also hurt us because we have to wait so long for the mesh points in the routes, in the route combinations. All right, so this is what I may want to do. Can I move him over here? Okay. And now let's move you. Where you at? No, I want you to go that way. Ooh. Let's do this then. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. That's what that does. Freeze the corner over there. Let's freeze the corner. We got some room. Looked like it opened in the middle for a pass just then. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Hold on. That's what we're going to do. And this may look like it's monotonous to some people, but let me explain something to you. Who was it? John Madden. John Madden said he sat down with Vince Lombardi just to talk about the sweep. He said he thought it was going to be a quick conversation. It turned into a 3-hour talk on how they ran Power O. I think it was what they called it. Or toss, whatever the one is you see on the NFL talking about his, we're just still here, and running in the alley. 3 hours of that. So there's no such thing as having too much preparation. But again, we got to make sure that it's perfect practice that makes perfect. It's not just practice makes perfect. So we got this here. That's freezing him. So who opened? He opened. So if he opened, this is what we're going to do. We know, I think we might have a route combination. I think we may have a route combination. I think we may have it. Yeah. So it's slant. It's slant will. Slant Will, motion back right. So slant Garcon, Will Kelly. Move him to the right. Should open that up. Ah, Lee. Lee didn't move. Stingy. So that means I made a bad read, because if Lee didn't move, that means the inside man was open. Because we didn't change anybody else. So if Lee didn't move, I just needed to wait a second. No, because he would have slid. Yeah, that's a bad read. Because Kelly, just go Kelly then. All right, so let's see the whole progression. Let's see the whole progression. See. Okay, that's the read when it opens. So when they cover it, look at it open right there. So the read is, we look at this linebacker. If he's sitting up, and does he step out? If he steps out, we know we got the slant coming right behind him. And he's shielded by this inside man. Bang, right there. Look how sweet that is. Look how sweet that is. So we have one against the 4-4. We have one versus the 3-4 odd. I'm not going to keep you guys all night. I like that. Let's go over here one more time. Let's do it again. Natural progression. Hopefully they play it. So let's say, what are our rules? We said we're going to look to see if that linebacker steps out. This is the linebacker we're looking at, right to the left of DJ. Let's look to see if he steps out. He holds, we go to Kelly. He drops the ball, but we go to Kelly. So that's what our progression will be. If he holds, we'll go to Kelly. We're never going to be, and because we're practicing, and we're practicing against the amount of spacing that we're actually going to have in a real game, we're never going to be anxious down here. So when you hear people say dot, it's because you put that time in right here. He didn't step out. Kelly's running that route too tight. But you guys see the concept. You see how it's working. So what I want to do, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Again, I appreciate all of you. Appreciate you coming through, sitting with me for an hour and 20 minutes. Definitely appreciate that. Again, we're going to continue to work, develop what you guys need to do, or what I asked you to do, what I would like to ask of you. Put some time in the red zone. Not the 10-yard line, the 7-yard line. Make it an odd number. Don't make it as easy as a 5-yard. Put it at 7 or 8 yards. Or put it at the 11. Try to get yourself first down. You know? Or no, we're not going to do that, because if we get ourselves a first down, then people just QB sneak or dive, something like that. So let's put it far enough out. So 7 or 8 is far enough out where we can't use fullback dive and stuff like that. All right. And what we need to work on is the different levels versus the 3-4 odd versus 4-4 versus 4-6. Cover 2, invert, and you just have to put that work in. And that's what we're all about now. We're putting the work in. That's the process. Trust the process means you believe in putting in the work, because the work is going to yield results. So that's what it's all about. I appreciate all you. This is Philly Ron. Peace.